welcome to What Should You Do? So in this episode we're hopefully going to get the car running and maybe clean the interior, get rid of some of that mould. So I think the first thing we need to do is get a new battery, top up the fuel with some fresh fuel and see where we go. If it doesn't start, then this is probably the end of the road. It's probably the limit of my skills. So we'll see where we get to. Let's get on.
So we bought a new battery from Eurocar Parts and it was £148. I believe the price of it because it's a stop-start battery apparently. So I'm just going to take the old battery off. It's quite simple. There's a nice easy clip there to disconnect the battery, and then there's a couple of, I think, 10 mils just to get the actual clamps off. I couldn't get my socket set in there, so we just used a pair of pliers just to undo that nut. The nut was actually quite rusty here, and there's not a lot of room to use the ratchet, but we got there in the end. It's quite dirty in the engine, as you can see. It has been stood around for a while. There's lots of spiders' webs. I just don't want to come across any spiders because I don't like them. Yeah, we'll give this a good clean if we get up and running.
So let's see if we have any lights. Look at that, 103,416 miles. Wow. Okay, so at least the battery seems to have worked. Now where's the fuel level? Alright, okay, so there's only a little bit of fuel in it, which is good, so we're going to attempt to drain that out now.
So I've got a siphon from Halfords and some fresh fuel to go in it. So we've fed the siphon in, and you can probably see here, I spent ages trying to get it out. I could feel actual fuel on the end of the siphon, but it wouldn't work. I did test it with a bucket of water and the siphon works fine itself, but the fuel just would not come out for some reason. Yeah, to give it a good go, but it wasn't having any of it. So seeing there's only a bit of fuel in there, I decided just to put some new fuel over the top.
Hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
So in my haste and excitement, I forgot to film starting the car. It chugged over a couple of times, and on about the third turn it fired up into life. A bit splushy at first, but then it really kicked on after that. So yeah, fired into life. It's not running too bad. There's a couple of noises that I'll probably try and investigate, mainly around the alternator, but I don't know if that's normal for an engine like this with this mileage. But yeah, sounds alright, pretty decent.
Well, we seem to have a running car and it seems to be quite happy at the moment, even though it's got a bit of fuel that's a year old in it. Don't know whether anything works at all. Let's have a look. Let's put the seat back. Oh. Bit slow, but then it's not been used for a year, so that's alright going up. That works. Let's have a look at the mirrors and let's see if they work. Yep. That side. Yep. They work. Right. What have we got in here? Oh. Radio.
Feel the moment. She brings me in a piece.
That works. That's good. Hazards are working. The indicators work. When I've watched a couple of videos on YouTube, the dash seems to be a bit funny sometimes. No. That's all good. Yeah. Do not want to put the heater on because obviously it's been sat for a long time, so I'd like to do that when I'm out of the vehicle if possible. So that's a really good start. I didn't know whether it was going to run or not, but actually it fired up pretty quick after the initial start, so that was good. It's running quite sweet. Just want to check the levels again. So I think the next job will be getting this interior to some kind of state because it's still very mouldy in here and it smells quite a lot, so I think we need to get that sorted first.
going to remove these seats so we can actually clean underneath them, clean around the actual runners a bit better. As you can see, it's pretty dirty.
So that's the interior cleaned. The next job will be to put it through its MOT. and see what's wrong with it. If it's too bad, then like I said, it's going to get scrapped, but hopefully it'll come back with things that I can do, I can fix, so we'll give it a go. Once again, thanks for watching. If you like this video, then like and subscribe, and we'll bring you more on the Fiat 500 soon.